The Facebook campaign structure divides into 3 different levels. The first level is known as the campaign. So what is a campaign? Campaign in layman terms means what is your main reason for these advertisements? Why do you advertise? It's just straight and simple. So one thing I like to emphasize that is you must always name all your campaigns and all your features correctly. So what happened to me in the past is that I did not name it properly, and ends up that when I have a lots of campaigns running, I got confused. I remember I picked one of the campaigns that was banned by Facebook and Facebook is rejected, and I rerun it again and again and end up having my account suspended because I was confused which one was the right one and which one was the rejected one. Now everyone has a different idea on how they should name their campaign ads. I have no obligation towards how you should do it. However, I will show you mine and the reasons behind it so that you can be inspired to do yours. For myself, I love to keep it short and simple and then drill down in details on a sub level. First of all, I love to have my product code placed in the beginning, which is the items AW01, and then follow on by the marketing objective. The reason why I arrange in a sequence is because when you start going into the Ads Manager dashboard, everything will start making sense. Well, I will show you what it is right after this. Bear with me for a moment. Next stop is the ad set. So what is the ad set means? In layman term, ad set means which group or which demographics that you are targeting. It's just that simple. You can put a lot of ad sets under one campaign. So the way how I like to name my ad set is that I like to always put the product code number 1 just for easy identification. Then let's say for ad set 1, just for example, I like to target UK, age 18 to 50, and I like to target people who have interested or who owns bags like LV, Hermes or Fendi, and finally I like to put the date. Ad set number 2, I do it the same thing, but this time I target the US instead of UK. I target US, the same age and the same targeting group with a different date. Ad set 3, I target the UK again, the same age, but I'm going to target the group which is people who always shop in Zalora, and also the date. So this is how I like to name my sequence so that I can keep track clearly what type of ads that I've run before and what types of group that I've targeted before and what are the results, which I'll show you why this is so useful a minute later. Alright, so let's say you have created this campaign and 6 months later you want to run the same campaign. You think that you want to push this product back out again to get more customers. You can actually copy another ad set, create an ad set number 4 and target a particular group. You will not need to actually create a whole brand new campaign. You can park another ad set under this campaign. Alright, this is some sort of like a folder organization that is easy for you to keep track. So under ad sets, the next level will be your ads. So what is ads? Ads is your ad creative, your images, your videos, your headlines, and all your sales copy. Alright, for each ad set you can create as many ad creatives as you want. So my advice is always test out your advertisements. Alright, you may never, and no other expert in the world can actually really tells you which one really works and which one doesn't. You have to test it your own. However, based on our experience, we can share with you which are the things that most likely would take a great effect in people responding to your ads. So my experience is that number 1, you have to test your image and your ad creative. The biggest part of the content is the most important, that actually will determine the results of your advertisements. So I would like to name my advertisements in such a way that I could actually identify what type of ad that I have run before, and I could know what type of creatives that I've created in the past. So for example, ad 1, I use the headline formula number 6, and then I place an image of an opera. And ad 2, I use the same headline and I place an image of Heidi Klum. And at 3, I use the different headlines and a different creatives. I place a slideshow that's showing products from A001 to product BO26. So in a nutshell explanation, the campaign level, which is the top level, actually controls your marketing objective. The 14 different marketing objectives available for Facebook. Either it's traffic building, it's a lead generation, conversion, or reach. The second level, the ad sets level, actually controls your budget and schedule, controls how much you want to spend for your ads and what are the time frame, and also which group are you targeting. And finally, on the ads is to control your content creatives, your image, your videos, your slideshows, your headlines, as well as your sales copy. Now, understanding these 3 levels will allow you to navigate and also create campaigns, advertisements easier and fast. Alright, so let's head back to our Facebook Ads Manager dashboard. This is how it looks like, and you can see that there on the top there are 3 tabs: the campaign, the ad sets, and the ads. So this is how Facebook structures its management system. So under the campaigns, this is one reason why I like to name the product at the very beginning, is because sometimes when you shift your campaign name, you can actually see them at the front of your list, so that you can identify which are the products that you're running. And the reason why you want to name it properly, this is another point, is that when you stretch over, you can easily see what are the metrics related to the list of products that you have posted on the advertisements. Now, these are the very important metrics that you have to keep track in order to optimize your ads and understand the characteristics of your campaign. It is very, very important. And in order to customize which are the metrics that you want to see in this list, kindly just go to one of these columns, the 3-bar columns. Just click on it and then go to customize columns. When you click on customize columns, if you want to add, just simply go through the list. You have tons of metrics here. Pick the ones that you like. Just for example, I like to see all the clicks or CPC, and then all you need to do is just highlight them. You can see that they appear on the right side corner of the screen. And in order to delete these whatever metrics that you do not like, just simply click on the cross button and then they will be removed, and then click on apply. So I know that there is a next question comes into your mind, is that which are these metrics is important. So as a beginner, we would just focus on the reach, impression, cost per result, and the amount spent. But if you really want to know what are the important metrics that you have to include and keep track to ensure your success of return on ad spend, please head on to my Udemy course, Facebook Ads Sales Conversion Masterclass. And in that course, I will explain to you what are these every single metrics mean and how does they play an important role to ensure the success of your running ads. In the next video, we will start a complete walkthrough of an example how you should create your first strike campaign strategy.